Hi, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Terrio, and we got the head ladies track coach, Coach Reginald Cordy, here with us today with the Lawrence County Championship. How are you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, you've been coaching for a minute.
This is my 10th year coaching. This is my first year as the girls' head track coach.
Now, what other sports do you coach or have you been coaching?
I coach middle school football. I've coached basketball before, but no longer doing that, just doing football and track.
Now, did you play football?
Yes, I played football at Dublin High School and went to Georgia Southern.
I never would have guessed it. All right, Coach.
Yeah.
Now here you are. You've transitioned from coaching football and basketball, and now here you are on the track field. Now tell us about your team here. Tell us about
Well,
your girls.
we got some young girls, but we got some experienced girls as well. We have a state champion, our 100-meter hurdle, Simone Berger, who won state in 2A last year.
Right.
She's getting recruited by a few schools, and she's came out this season. She's worked extremely hard, and we have a few other girls from the basketball team, Tiana Askew and Tiana Williams.
Well, I think it's nice to be able for them to play more than one sport so that they can, still just transition into track, and not be so cold, especially
Right.
with the running and how strenuous track is.
Yes, it's always good to, participate in more than one sport, and it also helps keep them in shape as well.
Absolutely. Now, what do you do? What are some of your, what kind of tactics do you use as far as fitness? What kind of things do you do? What kind of drills do you do to kind of get these girls into shape?
We started out preseason with just some, running, just trying to get them in shape. It's been a little difficult with the weather, but we have drills, routines that each girl does for their event. They'll come out, we'll stretch them as a team, and then they'll go through their routine that we have set for them.
Now, what are your goals for the team? This is your first year coaching the girls' track team. So what kind of goals have you set that you want to accomplish?
I would love to win a region championship, but like I say, we're young. But I think that we'll do great at region and hopefully take more than one to state this year.
Absolutely. And and it's more to it than just being an athlete. I think that being a student athlete, academically, as well as having the right attitude when you perform at any sport is important. How's that for your girls?
They have great attitudes, and like I always tell them, they're always student, then athlete first. But then, we were running last Tuesday, and they did not want to run the 4x1 because they really hadn't practiced it because of the weather. But then I began to kind of motivate them, and then their attitude got right, and they actually got second place.
Well,
last
there
week,
you go. There you go. And I
so
think it requires a lot of that.
It does.
Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing what these girls have going on, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of the players.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coach Cordy.
All right.
All right, I'm here with the head men's track coach for the Dublin Fighting Irish. How are you doing there, Coach?
I'm doing great. About yourself today?
Now, Coach Jeremy Hawkins, now you're not a Fighting Irish by blood, right?
Not by blood, but by relation.
By relation.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your history as an athlete.
Well, I played my high school football and ran track at America's High School in Georgia. Left there and went to Troy University, a full scholarship playing football. In high school, I won state in the 110 hurdles and the one region in 300 hurdles. So.
Whoa, so you got a little speed on you then, Coach.
Just a tad, not too much.
All right, so now here you are, you coaching here for the Fighting Irish. How long have you been coaching, and are there any other sports that you coach as well?
Yeah, this is my second year here at Dublin. I'm the defensive line coach at the football team. I'm the head JV coach for the football team, and also the head track coach here. So.
Now, how do you transition, Coach, from coaching football to track?
You just kind of go with it. It's something I love to do, so it's easy for me. It's not really a job. It's basically just having a good time while I'm doing it, so it's not that big of a deal.
And I always like to ask coaches what their philosophy is as a coach, because being an athlete and then having to turn around and actually coach it, what is your philosophy? What do you instill within these kids in order to motivate them?
Well, the type of athlete I was a hard worker. I had to earn everything I got. I never was given anything. I didn't have the best talent. I wasn't the best athlete, but I was a hard worker. So a lot of my athletes are the same way. They got to work hard to get where they got to go. So that's my philosophy, just work hard. If you work hard, you'll get where you want to go.
Absolutely, and I think that it requires that as a leader to show them that,
yes.
In order for them to really to grasp that. Now, tell us about your players, your runners this year.
Well, we got a smaller team, so like I say, the smaller the team, the better we can actually coach them up like we want to. We got a 100 guy on EJ McMillan. He's a freshman. He's a puppy, but he's pretty good. He's coming along. He does the 100. He does the 200. He's a 400 guy for me.
Wow.
He's going to start doing a long jump and a high jump soon here. We're at the beginning of the season, so we're kind of early in the season. He's still learning everything. Like I say, he's a freshman. So Jawan Wells is the shot put guy. Throws the discus. We got a long jumper and Jamarius Lee that just came second here in the long jump at his track meet here, and he's jumping like a 19.5 right now in the long jump, and like a 38.6 in the triple jump. So he's doing a good job for us, and he also runs the 800 and the 400 for us also.
You know, that's quite impressive for it to be a small team, like you say.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys doing a lot of events. We got a maximum of 3 running events, 2 field events, so we try to mix it up the right way. We have them, running 3 on running events, and have them doing 2 field events to make sure that we have enough people in every slot, every event.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I can totally understand that. Now, tell me, what improvements have you seen from last year? I know the season's just now starting, so you kind of take a little after action review from last season. Well, what are you working on?
You always see improvement once you get a group of guys that you've been coaching for 2 years. They always come in the second year and it's better than they were last year, just with technique and understanding me as a coach and know what I'm looking out of them. I'm looking for them to give me a lot of hard work and just continue to get better every day, and that's what they do. Absolutely.
Now, you're not running this ship by yourself. Now, you've got an assistant or so with you?
Yes, my assistant head coach is J. Roy Stuckey. He's the long distance guy. He's a long distance guru.
Oh, the guru.
Yes,
so Coach Stuckey is the long distance guru.
Yes, he is.
I need to talk to him about that then, right?
Yes, you should. He can tell a lot of things to you about that.
I will definitely do that. Well, listen, Coach, good luck this season. I appreciate everything you're doing with these young men, and I know that we're going to see great things this season with the Fighting Irish.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Community Bank of Dublin Lawrence County, located at 605 Bellevue Avenue, across from the Dublin Post Office. We're happy to be in our beautiful new building. Originally built in 1906, restored with the latest in banking technology, from our teller pods, ATM machine, safe deposit box, and drive-through lanes. I would personally like to invite you and your family to come by and bank with us. Take a tour of our facility, meet our staff. We have the friendliest staff in the banking industry in town. We are Community Bank of Dublin Lawrence County, the bank that service built.
Listen to what people are saying about the Childry choice.
I chose Childry because they got me the best deal.
I chose Childry to buy a car because of my relationship with the Childrys.
I chose Childry because they've earned my trust.
I chose Childry because Mr. Jimmy was honest with me, and I appreciate that.
My name is Jimmy Childry. I wanted to say to you that if you buy a car from us, I will be the best dealer you've ever had.
Choose Childry.
It's time for the 49th Annual Dublin Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival. Come enjoy all the events, from pageants to the pancake supper. There's something for every member of your family, including the Leprechaun Road Race, arts and crafts at Bicentennial Park, the Dublin St. Patrick's Day Parade, and so much more. From start to finish, enjoy the St. Patrick's Festival with friends and neighbors from all over. And from the St. Patrick's Festival Committee, Aaron Gobra. For more information, log on to DublinStPatricks.com.
Come on.
Computer problem? Call Freedom PCs and it'll be problem solved. Freedom PCs is Central Georgia's computer repair and networking specialist. Business or residential, they will get you up and running. Now offering on-site service. If it can't be fixed on-site, they offer free pickup and delivery. For computer or network problems, call Freedom PCs. Also offering new and refurbished desktops and laptops. For any business or residential computer problem, visit 1101G Hillcrest Parkway or call 272-4620. And yes, they also service Macs.
Tired of this? Designed and assembled in the USA for commercial use, the CGT 400 trimmer is regularly built for landscape professionals and homeowners that insist on top performance. With standard or rapid charging available, The cost to recharge is less than 5 cents. You'll save hundreds on gas alone. The dual-line bump feed spool holds 20 feet of .095 professional weight line. Designed and assembled in the USA. 30-day satisfaction guarantee. 5-year residential and 2-year commercial warranty. To learn more about Core Technology, the Core Trimmer, and upcoming products, visit our website, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.
All right, I'm here with Roy Stuckey, who is the assistant coach for the Dublin Irish men's track team. Now, you know, you are quite the athlete yourself. Is that right, Coach Stuckey?
Right, yes, ma'am.
Remind us of that.
I played basketball at Dublin High back in 2006 and was a part of the state championship basketball team.
Wow, so you know what it's like to win then.
Right, yes, ma'am. And I've just been trying to coach these guys up and paralleling some of the same things that I saw as an athlete and trying to translate it over into them.
Absolutely. And how's it translating?
It's going well. You know, the guys, they do a good job of listening and doing everything that we ask, so it's been a pleasant surprise.
And how long have you been a part of the coaching team here?
This is my first year coaching track. I coach basketball. I've been coaching basketball at the high school level for 4 years. I'm assistant in the varsity and the head JV coach, and also I'm the head cross-country coach.
Wow. Okay, so you're kind of busy over there in
Yes,
Dublin country,
yes,
right?
No breaks.
Now tell us about what your job is here as the assistant coach. And I was told you were a guru.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm the long distance coach, and just dealing with the 2 mile, the 1 mile, and also I kind of work with some of the runners that run the 800. So and I mentioned that I coach cross country, so I kind of use some of the same techniques, some of the same training strategies that we use. So it's all in the same.
And so here you are, you know, you're assisting the head coach, so you two have to be able to balance off one another and help one another throughout this whole, you know, coaching team that you have.
Yes, ma'am. And he does a good job. Like I said, it's my first year. He's kind of brought me along and showed me what is expected, so I've enjoyed it.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to what you're bringing to the table. All right, I'm here with student athlete Jamarius Lee for the Dublin Irish track team. Jamarius, man, now you've got a lot of other sports you got going on here. I want you to tell us a little bit about that.
I do wrestling and football for the Dublin Fighting Irish.
Wrestling and football. Now, what is your main sport? You know, if you ever had a main sport, which one is your main sport?
I'll say wrestling because it's fun. You meet a bunch of other people and play around. It's really fun.
Now, what are you running out here today? What are you doing involved in here with track?
I'm doing the 4x1, 4x4, long jump, and triple jumping.
Oh, my goodness. You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you've already been running today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I thank you for taking the time out to talk to us. All right. Tell us who your parents are.
I'm the proud son of Linda Williams and James Lee.
You hear that, Mom? He said he's the proud son. I'm glad how you threw that in there. Now, what kind of things do you do outside of all of these sports? Like, what do you do to kind of relax, to chill?
Relax. Hardly any relaxing. Student athlete, but on the weekends, I go up to the gym by my house, play a little basketball.
So even when you're relaxing, you're still playing sports.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, you know, I think it's important that we set personal goals. You know, what kind of personal goals have you set?
Let me see. Personal goals. Well, I just strive to be the best that I could be in anything I do. And right now, I'm trying to be a doctor.
Wow, so you want to be a doctor. Now, what type of doctor would you like to be?
Well, since my stepdad, he got in a car accident, so I like do something with surgery.
Oh, wow, to be a surgeon. You know, that's quite impressive. That's huge. So, you know, that means staying focused, right now. Very good. Now, what do you do to stay focused? Because you've already said you want to be a doctor. You want to be a surgeon. And you're having to really stay balanced with these sports and with your schoolwork.
Well, the sports, in a way, they help me stay focused instead of, being out and doing things I'm not supposed to be doing.
Right.
I'm right here right now, not doing anything wrong.
Very good, very good. Well, I am pleased to hear what your ambitions are, and I want you to stay focused and keep doing great things.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. I am here with senior Simone Berger, and I tell you, she is doing great things here with the Fighting Irish. Hi, Simone.
Hey.
Now, tell us about yourself, Simone, because we've already heard a lot about you, and I just want to hear it from you.
Well, my name is Simone Berger. I'm a senior at Dublin High School, and I just love running track.
Now, what are you involved in now? Tell us. You got to give us a little more now. You can toot your own horn this time.
Well, I'm second leg in a 4x1. I do 100 and 300 hurdles, and I do the 4x4.
Now, how have you been doing? How did you do last year?
Last year in 100 hurdles, I won state.
Say that again. Last year in 100 hurdles, you won state.
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, that is fantastic. So you know you've got a reputation, Simone. Now, how's it been for you? You know, you're here at this championship meet today. Are you pretty excited?
Yes, ma'am.
And so, what other sports are you involved in besides running track?
Cross country.
So you're a runner, period. All right. So what are some of your goals? What is it that you want to do after you graduate?
Well, I want to go to college and major, get a Bachelor of Science in nursing, and also further my track career.
You know, you could see yourself as Olympian, couldn't you? What motivates you to push yourself every time you're out there on that field?
Well, knowing that I have a state champion title to defend, that just makes me want to run more.
It does, honey. And everybody's out to get Simone Berger. They want to beat her time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do to stay in shape, Simone?
Just go to practice every day and do what I'm supposed to do.
And what do you do to help motivate your teammates, to keep pushing them for greatness?
Make sure, like, we have another hurdler named Brea. Mm-hmm. We practice together because, like, we like practicing with competition. Mm-hmm. We don't run hurdles by ourselves.
Very good. So you're on your way, honey, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Simone Berger, ladies and gentlemen, she is here, and she is ready to keep moving on. All right. Thank you, Simone.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm here with Jawan Wells, another Fighting Irish trackster. 11th grade, right, Jawan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, you know, I want to know a little about you. Now, I already know about your dad, you know, so tell us a little bit about you.
Just came off of football season, made All-State DN.
All-State. Fantastic.
Got a couple offers for football. That's probably what I'm going to finish my career with, football.
Is playing football. Okay. Now, what about track? What's going on with track here?
Throw the shot put in this, run the 400 and 4x4.
Is that right? Now, tell us about who your parents are, because I know you get this athleticism from somewhere. You got to give a shout-out.
Garrett Wells played basketball for Dublin, football also, and then Pamela Whipple went to West Lawrence.
There you go. So it comes from your parents, you would say?
Yes, ma'am.
You've inherited that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now tell us about what some of your goals are, because you're saying you want to play football, you want to pursue football in college, right?
I mean, one of them would be going into the NFL like my uncle, Eric Walden, and then basically get a degree from college, get a good job. Football don't take me nowhere.
There you go. You hear that? So you kind of want to follow in your Uncle Eric Walden's footsteps. Now, does he give you any kind of encouragement to help push you?
Yeah, he give me a lot of encouragement. He just said, like, if you're from a small town, you can still make it. Like, it doesn't really matter where you come from, as long as you put in the work. You can go anywhere you want to go.
You know, and that's exactly right. And it's so good to have your uncle and your dad and to kind of push you and encourage you in that light. How do you encourage these other fellas?
I just tell them, like, when I'm in the weight room, I just go hard and try to let them follow me as I, like, push myself in the weight room to the hard as I can go and hope they follow in my footsteps.
Now, how do you keep everything balanced, you know? How do you keep your grades balanced, and how do you keep these sports? Because, I mean, I know you're very focused with sports. How do you keep that and your grades together?
I mean, if you want to go somewhere and, like, pursue your goals in life, you have to just focus up in the classroom and then you go to the weight room and just focus up. It makes sure you get everything right.
Now, do you ever have any downtime where you can just don't have to do anything?
No, never. I'm always doing something.
Always doing something. All right. Well, keep doing what you're doing, all right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I look forward to, like, reading about you in the paper and seeing you on television.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm here with long-distance runner here, Catherine Alton with the Lady Irish track team. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Now, Catherine, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, and I want the people to know a little bit about you.
My name is Catherine. I'm 15. I go to Dublin High School. I'm a sophomore.
A sophomore.
And I run the 800 and the 1600, and I do high jump too.
And you do high jump. I guess you have to do it with long legs. You know, I've got these short legs. I'm not too much on the high jump or the hurdles or anything like that.
Oh,
now, do you run cross country as well?
No, ma'am.
But you're out here, you run the 1600?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what do you do to get in shape? What do you do to stay in shape?
I run a lot.
You run a lot.
About like 2 miles a day. I practice.
2 miles a day?
Yes, ma'am.
And and how focused are you?
Pretty focused. Like I just stay in my zone.
You're in your zone. So when you're out here running, you're in your zone,
yes.
Right? Now, what are some of the ambitions that you have and goals that you have with track?
I really don't have anything for distance, but for the high jump, I actually want to go to the Olympics.
Wow. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? She wants to go to the Olympics with high jump. You know that's going to require a lot of your dedication. Yeah. And what do you think there's going to take besides that in order to achieve this goal?
Just like keeping in shape and having like a lot of supporters, especially my family.
Now tell us about your family.
I have one sister, 3 brothers. My father was in the Army.
Yes.
And that's it.
And so you got a good support system at home that is constantly pushing you.
Yes.
All right, and you're pushing yourself. All right, she's Olympic bound, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
All right.
The Cancer Center here in Lawrence County is Dublin Hematology and Oncology Care.
I just want to remind you that cancer is a disease which does not mean a death sentence. Cancer is a disease which can be treated. If not cured, it can be controlled. I was trained at one of the finest institutes in this country, which is Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. And I had my first 3 years spent at University of Wisconsin in medicine as an assistant professor. I'm still at this point associated with Medical College of Georgia, and I hold the faculty position of clinical assistant professor there as well. One of the major things I am very proud of is that I brought the state-of-the-art facility and the treatment options to Dublin and surrounding counties. Before I came here, there was no cancer center to treat cancer patients with chemotherapy. There was, of course, a radiation oncology center present here. But there was nothing available for the diagnosis and treatment of cancer. And most patients would have to travel an hour or 2 to go to another town to find treatment. Some of the patients who know what treatment has, they can tell you how difficult it is to sit in a car, driving for 1 hour after having chemotherapy when you're feeling nauseated or you're uncomfortable. I'm happy to provide all that care, which is not an inch less than or a penny less than what you will get in other places.
The Cancer Center here in Lawrence County is Dublin Hematology and Oncology Care.